So, you guys likely did not hear about this. If you're in Canada, if you live in Canada, you might have. And this is so crazy. And the reason why I thought to make this video is not just because of what happened, because things happen all the time. But I'm going to share some very important information as I go on in this video. Because a lot of people, I truly believe they mess up in life because they've done some things that set them back a country mile. But let me elaborate on this right quick. So there's an 18-year-old. This happened yesterday. He committed suicide. And the crazy thing is, the night before this happened, he played a hockey game. So the next day, he did it. So everything was fine, and boom. I don't know 100% confirm what happened, but I'm pretty sure. I've seen from sources that he jumped 29 stories. Killed himself. But anyways. And it's crazy to think about that. 18. Pro hockey player. Maybe a league two below the NHL. Played on the London Knights. London, Ontario. That's where I bought my BMW. In London. Ontario. Not in the UK, London. London, Ontario. I bought my BMW there. And what we can take from this, and this is what I'm going to elaborate on, is that no matter what goes on in the world, you have to put your health first over everything. And some of you watching this, you might think, oh, I just went nuts in life, and the way you see me, I just went nuts and went for all these things and did this and did that and worked very hard, which I did. But the way I started my journey was putting myself first. Like, let's say the second I got out of high school, right? I didn't jump straight into a college, into university, into business right away. I didn't jump into things right away. I took my time. I developed my body because I was still young. I developed my body and my mind first before I'd done anything. I did that for years, bro. I don't know what got at me in life. No one told me to do any of the things I did. I said this before, I genuinely believe some people have and some people don't. There's something I had, bro, that is different. And I felt guided by the Lord ever since I was born. But I don't know how I managed to do it, but I did it the right way. I genuinely feel like there's no better way than I did it. And that's how I continue to roll, being 27 now and then 28, 29, 30, so on and so forth. But there are people in this world who don't do things the right way, bro. And unfortunately, things like this can happen if you don't do things the right way. And I genuinely believe none of this would ever have to happen. But sometimes people can be pressured into certain situations that make you do something like this. You do not put your health first. Some people can go so balls to the walls where they completely forget about themselves, their health, anything that matters. And they just end up being in such a bad place. They don't want to back out because they don't want to let their family down or this or that or that or this. Health comes first, bro. If you're not healthy, forget about the hustle. Forget about all those things. Build yourself up first. Build your body. Get the fuck in the gym. Develop your mindset. Learn good things. And when you're the most confident, most powerful version of yourself, now get on your grind. Because now you're going to be fit to grind. You can't grind the way I grind without being as healthy and strong and confident as I am. You can't. It's not possible. Some people ask, how do you do the things you do? How do you work so hard? How do you do this? How do you do that? I could never do all that in the run of the day. It's because of the way I built myself and continue to maintain that. And even improve that as well. And it's my understanding of health, fitness, mindset, all these things. It's my understanding of it and never letting go of it. Like I had so much knowledge in the fitness, in the health and fitness industry, bro. So much knowledge. Knowledge is power. But nothing is powerful if you don't apply it. I can know all these things, but if I was a lazy bum and I'm not doing anything, it's not going to do anything. You really have to do it. So if you get a bunch of knowledge in health and fitness, but you don't do anything with it, you don't even work out, you know what you should be eating, but you don't even eat it, you just eat like shit, it's going to do nothing. But when you are that knowledgeable with all these things and you do something about it, and you actually do the right things and you get on routine, and you become a much more healthier, more fit, more confident version of yourself, you reap the rewards. You feel so damn good. You could literally crawl in a doghouse, bro, and have a good time. That's how good and healthy you feel. You could do anything. Like, to me, things that might bore other people does not bore me at all. It's probably because I feel much better than you on the inside. Not everybody wants to go grab an axe and go back to the woods and chop trees. That's boring. No. I want to do something crazy or different or this or that. To me, bro, I can do simple shit and have the time of my life. Literally. That's what being healthy can do. But you could be a very unhealthy person. You could go to trips to Abu Dhabi. You could go to trips to Hawaii. You could go to trips to anywhere on earth. And it's going to do nothing. Literally nothing, because you don't even got your health. If you ain't healthy, you ain't wealthy. If you ain't got your health, you ain't got shit. You want to be a pro hockey player and make millions of dollars? If you ain't got your health, you ain't got shit. When are people going to understand this? When are people going to understand how important health and fitness is? And not just fit in body, fit in body and mind. It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. When are people going to understand this? God has guided me to be on the path that I'm on at a very young age for a reason. No one told me to do anything. There's not one thing that I do today that someone else, I think you should do this. Not once. I made all my own decisions. In fact, people told me to do other things. And I did not listen, obviously, because I am not doing those other things. That's what they thought I should do. That's what they wanted me to do. Guess what? It wasn't right. What I thought and what I wanted was right, because not only did I listen to myself, I listened to my spirit guides, my intuition, my heart. That voice we all have in our heads where we talk to ourselves. Listen to that. Only if it's healthy. Because some people have that voice in their head and you can damn near be dead. That's why it's so important to get healthy. You ain't got health, you ain't got wealth, you ain't got a life, you ain't got shit. But if you're healthy, you can have the time of your life in a damn doghouse. Whatever. And this is the importance of understanding this. There's lessons to be learned. No matter what direction you look in, there's a lesson to be learned. And if you suck at adapting, if you suck at learning, you're going to suck in real life. Some people need tutors, which is, if that's what it takes because you suck at learning that much, get a tutor. Get a close mentor. Whatever you got to do. People need to hear the truth, and they need to hear it deeply. This is what changes lives. Deep, deep, deep shit is what changes lives. So, this video will do something to at least one human being, probably more than that. But I'm going to say at least one human being will take a lot of courage just from this video I've done so far alone. That is God's work, bro. That is God's work. We got to do better as human beings. We need to have better understandings of how things in this world really are and how things really work. There's a reason why 80% of people in university is outright depressed. Because they go from high school, they jump right into university. Probably not the best idea. The school system is fucked. It's obviously a problem. Look at what's going on in university. These are the same people that want to take these pictures and pretend like they're so happy, but yet they have alcohol in their hand. They're all lit at this party. They don't show you how they feel the next morning on Sunday. They don't show you how they feel, all the anxiety and fear and worry and depression they feel during the entire week when they obliterate themselves that weekend to distract themselves from their work. That's what they do, bro. There's a reason I didn't go to university. There's a reason I didn't go to college. I done this type of shit minorly. And when I say minorly, I mean minorly. I was never a big drinker. I was never really a big partier. I've been to the more important parties in high school. I've experienced those things. And some of it was good, but it's going to catch up. It caught up to me so little, and I was started to not feel right that I stopped it immediately. And you can handle anything to a small amount. You can handle a little bit of partying. But when you go to the extreme, you're partying every Friday and Saturday like you would be if you're in university. No wonder why these people are the way they are. No wonder why the percentages are that fucking high. Look at what you're doing. But they do it because they hate what they're in so much. They're doing it so they can get a good job, so they can be paid high. So they can create a good life for themselves, but look at what they have to go through for that type of shit. And even this hockey player, look at what he probably put himself through, not telling anybody. He would show up, he'd play hockey just like people show up to class and all this stuff, but people end up committing suicide because it's so much. They didn't want to step back, they didn't want to fail, and they did what they did. But in those times, you must step back. You must step back. You must put your health first. If you have to take fucking 5 years off to save your life, do it. I took about 5 years. Not off completely. I worked hard. But I did the right work and I did what I wanted to do. I didn't get paid for majority of the stuff I did for about 5 years. Literally. And it was work. But it was smart work. It's not work that paid. It's not work that people are pressuring me into. It's all my own work and what I know I need to do to create the best possible version of myself so now I can go out and conquer Earth. And people wonder why I am the way I am. People wonder why. How are you such an intelligent human being at your age? The reason why you have that question is because you do not see how I live my life. I'm not over-exaggerating things when I say anything. If anything, I'm under-exaggerating. It is no joke the way I live my life. It is no joke. That's why when I see people, I'm a very honest person, bro. That's why when I see people doing what they do, and I see what they do with their lives, and they think to me they're going to be multi-millionaires in the next couple of years and all this stuff, when some people might be. But most people that come up to me and say the shit like that, bro, you weren't even on my level whenever I was 19, and you're the age you're at now, and you think that. That's what's going to end up killing people as well. Maybe not literally. But it's going to take a massive toll on you when you fucking figure out how hard life actually is. The amount of disappointment these people are going to feel when they realize that they're not even fucking remotely close. Not only are they not remotely close to that status, they're never going to reach that status because they're not actually going to put in the work that requires to reach that. And that is the cold hard facts. Like I said, I understand myself, I understand people, I understand the world. So when you come to me and you tell me certain things, I know exactly where you stand. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly what level you're on, and I know exactly where you stand. And I've begun to realize, not just lately, for a while, that some people are delusional, bro. They actually think these things are going to come when they're not even close to that level, because you have not done that work. The work I've done in the past put me in tears. A lot of people ain't even willing to feel that, bro. A lot of people ain't even willing to feel that. And you think you're going to reach a certain status that is completely out of your realm? You gotta be kidding me. It's not gonna happen. It's because you're not close. And you don't go from where you are to just there. It's like this. You're going to go up a little bit. You're going to feel real confident. You're going to come right back down. And it's going to be like this and right back down. This, back down. This, down. This, down. Down, down, down. This, down. Right till you get to where you want to be. That's how it is. And not everybody understands this. You're going to doubt yourself 1,000 fucking times. You're going to question yourself many times. Is this really what I should be doing? Da 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 da. It takes a lot of work, bro. And the whole moral of the story here is to give yourself time by doing the right work. I'm not saying give yourself 5 years to just sit around and do fucking quack all. That's not what I'm saying. You must really go within and work on yourself very hard in the right ways. It's still going to be hard work. You're probably not going to get paid for a damn thing you do for a while. But it's going to be very necessary work. You're going to become so confident. You're going to have so much confidence. You're going to feel so powerful of a person that you're just going to will yourself into existence, and I don't know what path, what road you're going to take, but you'll do it. It's about becoming first. UFC fighters don't become UFC champions because they just sat around and got the idea, I just want to be a UFC champion. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be a UFC champion, but you're not in the gym. And you're not doing that kind of work for 5 years to build yourself up. You're not going through the ups and the downs. You're fighting for a while, you might be 5-0 undefeated pro. All of a sudden you lose a fight. You're not even in the UFC yet, you're still just a pro fighter, not even in the big leagues yet, and you lose a fight. That's when doubts creep in. Oh my God, I'm not even in the UFC yet and I just lost this pro fight. Should I even keep doing this? Oh my God. Guess what? You know what winners do? They get better from that situation, they come back and they get another win. Now they're 6-1. Now 7-1, 8-1, 9-1. They might lose one more. Maybe, maybe not. By the time you're 9-1, you're probably gonna have a shot in the UFC, most likely. And then you're gonna be there. You might win some fights in the UFC, and you might lose one. What are you gonna do now? You see the ups and the downs, what I'm talking about here? That's how life really is, bro. Like, you're not just gonna start something and you're just gonna be successful. It's just not how it works. You have to understand the world. You have to understand life, and experience is the best thing. I can sit here and tell you guys these things, which is really, really actually good knowledge, and it's in depth. But when you experience this stuff yourself, you're really going to know what it's like. And when you really know what it's like, that's when you're going to pull the trigger, or you're not, or whatever. But experience is very powerful as well. Both knowledge and experience is very powerful. I would argue experience is even more powerful than knowledge, because you're actually doing it yourself. You're getting the knowledge yourself because you're putting in action. Every book you've ever read in your life, the person that wrote that book, they were the one that took action in life, and then they wrote the book. So you're getting the knowledge from somebody else, from somebody else's actions, not your own. And it can still be very helpful, very powerful, but your experience will beat all. And the amount of knowledge I've gotten from so many other different people in the world, it helps. That's why you got to give yourself the edge. You got to give yourself the edge in life by putting in work and also getting knowledge from other people. So you're putting in a bunch of work, you're gaining experience, you're figuring things out yourself, and you're also taking from other people who probably are on a different level than you, who have done more than you, who's telling you certain things. And it's like you're just putting pieces of the puzzle together because you're getting this little information from yourself, from your experience. You're getting more knowledge from other people, so you're putting more pieces of the puzzle together. And all of a sudden, you got a puzzle built because you were determined. You put in the work. How's that for an analogy? That's really how this shit works, bro. It don't work by sitting around thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be a UFC champion. Yeah, but you're not in the gym. But you're not this. But you're not that. You're going to be a doctor, but you're not even in university. What? And these are all just examples. No one's actually said these things. But these are all examples of whatever delusion. Because I've talked to many delusional people. And I let them know that they're delusional. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you're a crazy feminist on the phone with me on a session, and you're trying to act and have this victim mindset, and you're saying, yeah, this, and that, I'm going to know who you are. I'm going to dissect what's going on, and I'm going to tell you the truth of who you are and what's going on. And if you're some delusional dude, the same thing. I'm going to tell you what you have to do with your life, so you can actually get better, and you can actually win, and you can actually be in the positions you fantasize about. Because everybody fantasizes of different positions they could be in and what they want and all this kind of stuff. It's great. But you know what's even greater? Making that happen. Actually being in those positions. And you'll never be in those positions if you don't know the truth to the extent that you need to know it. And with that being said, the final thing here from this whole video here. Get yourself healthy first. Especially if you're young. Of course, you want to be healthy too when you're old. Every single age you want to be healthy. But time is your so close friend if you're young. Get yourself fully healthy, fully knowledgeable, gain some experience, fail. Fail a little bit. It's going to do you wonders. You're going to gain experience. There's so many things, bro, that people must do that they're not doing. So, you know what to do. That's it with this video.